yeah, just to let you know, this episode was supposed to be a Halloween special, and we're going to do like a bake-off sort of thing. Unfortunately, we've had some technical issues and it's gone out a bit late, but yeah, you can still vote on the website, which will be in the description. Yeah, Tyeisha's cake, the videos that she did of her actually making the cake haven't come through for some reason, and they're not uploading properly, so we do have the finished product. This is the finished product that you can see now. Wow, magic. It's very good, and you'll see me doing the actual baking in a bit. But yeah, also I just want to make it clear that I dressed up. This is what I look like during the baking, and I filmed mine over 2 days, so at the end I'm not actually like dressed like this because I washed it off when I went to bed, obviously, because I'm not going to wear that overnight. Yeah, so enjoy the video.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Brightening Barrow. Today's episode, we're keeping with the theme of doing different things. In this episode, we're going to be looking at some Halloween bakes. Well, two. Yourself and Tyeisha have baked a couple of things, and you should be able to decide which one that you think is the best based on what you've seen. There'll be various polls dotted around. We'll let you know where they're going to be at the end of the video. So we now look at our first bake.
This is my baking that I've done. I made a magic kit recipes from the co-op. Yeah, so at the beginning, it's pouring milk, obviously. I think it's like 500 milliliters or something, which is quite a bit. And it's supposed to heat it up. I was really silly, and I put it in a little bowl, so I had to like put half of it in, and then put the other half of it in, and it was just very, yeah, it wasn't a very clever idea. Also, I had a bigger bowl, but I chose to put most of it in the small bowl instead of in the big bowl, which was just really not very clever. All. Yeah, so you want to heat that up in the microwave, and then after that it's separating the egg whites and the egg yolks, which is quite hard to do with one hand, so I didn't film doing that. And then, yeah, the next step is doing the egg whites. The egg whites, like, you have to whisk them basically until they stiffen, but it's quite hard to do because, you know, you're meant to do it really fast, but your arm gets tired really quickly, which isn't very good. So I tried to do it by myself, but then I gave up and did it, you know, in the electric whisk, but then that didn't work. Yeah, so after that I put it in the electric whisk, which actually didn't go that well because I don't think I put it on high enough. And it did do it, like it did stiffen up, but it didn't stiffen the whole thing, and it wasn't as stiff as it should be, so it didn't work that well really, but you know, it worked right. We ended up doing it by hand in the end, because we got it to a point where it was pretty stiff, but then me and my dad like just kind of whisked it by hand at the end to stiffen it, because we couldn't get the electric whisk going at high enough speed to do it. This bit now is the next step, where you put the water in with the egg yolks, and then you need to do the custard sugar. I'm not sure how much you need of that, to be honest. The recipe will be in the description if you want to make it. But yeah, it's quite a bit of sugar, but it is, yeah, very sugary. This bit, it looks really weird when you're doing it because it doesn't look like it should go together, but if you keep like whisking it, it does. Like, you'll see in a minute, it goes all kind of sticky and horrible. Oh, that's really good camera work, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that's gross. Yeah. See that it kind of all, it just goes all sticky and horrible. But if you keep mixing it, like, it will all go together if you just keep mixing it for a very long time. Actually, it looks really nice after a while. Yeah, like, it's like that. It's really strange. And then you want to put the butter in, and it's unsalted butter. I'm not sure if that changes anything really, if it's salted or not salted, I don't know, but it said to use unsalted butter, so I got unsalted butter. Yeah, so you want to melt the butter in the microwave. So yeah, I think the thing with butter is you've got to be careful that you don't put it in too long, because otherwise it like explodes everywhere. Which has happened to me before, I think. Yeah, I hate melting butter because it just smells horrible. But yeah. So yeah, then you want to mix that in with the yolk and the sugar, and then that's flour, which you then add in as well. It all comes together quite nicely, really. It does look a bit lumpy at first, though. Then that's cocoa powder, which you need because it's chocolate. I think if you don't want it to be chocolate, like, just don't put the chocolate in, because it'll probably still work. Another thing, like, when you first start mixing it, it really looks disgusting. And then, yeah, you want to add the milk in. The milk needs to be heated up. I had to heat it up a couple of times because this took me a really long time to do. Yeah, but it does all come together. It looks like water when you like, it's literally like water when it's finished. But then you add in the egg, the what's it called? The egg whites that are stiff, and then you fold it in, and then that should make it a bit like bitty. It looks like it has bits in it, but then when you cook it out, that's what makes it all nice. You put it in the oven for about an hour, and yeah, then you leave it in the fridge for at least 2 hours. But I left mine in for a bit longer than that, I think, but I don't think it matters. That's what it looked like. I think mine, I used too big of a tin when I was cooking it. Like, the cooking tin was too big. So if I did it again, I would use a small one. Yeah, this is just decorating. It was a bit lazy decorating because I didn't want to spend loads of money on like decorations and stuff. I wasn't really sure what to decorate it with, but I think it looked alright in the end. And yeah, that's what it looked like. It did, the thingies did keep falling, which is quite funny. And yeah, you can see here. Like, you can see how like inside it's quite dark, and that's the bit that's like that's all squidgy, and yeah, all the dark bits is the squidgy bit, like the custardy sort of bit. Yeah, it's really tasty.
And again, that was probably very good, but I'll leave you to decide which one you think is the best. Don't forget to vote in the polls. There should be one on YouTube. There'll be various ones on the social medias, and there might be one on the website. So check that out. Once again, we move to the section where we look at the good news stories that have happened over the past week. Maisie, would you like to start?
Yeah. A special thank you jam launched by a local company during lockdown has raised more than £1,500 for a South Lakes mental health charity called Growing Well, which helps people recover from mental health issues by volunteering on their farm or in their kitchen. And they've made a special jam, and they've sold it, and they've sold over 3,000 jars, and 50p from each jar went towards this charity. So it's a very good cause initiated by the jam.
Who doesn't like jam? Well, actually, very sure there's quite a lot of people that doesn't like jam, but everyone else, go buy jam. Yeah, unfortunately, last month, Nicole Robinson, a qualified social worker, lost a battle with cancer. Their friend set up a GoFundMe page, and that has recently doubled its target. There have been so many donations. You may know this yourself. You may have donated. You may know people that have donated. Obviously, they're going to be great thanks. But that's just something really important we should know about, especially during these difficult times. That there are still kind people. We are often the worst brings out the best in people.
Schneider Road Community Hub has received lots of donations from kind-hearted members of the community who went to help feed those in need during half-term, after the government said that children weren't getting free school meals over the half-term, and lots of people have donated to this community hub to help feed people who are in need, which is very good.
A plan to create an alternative provision school in Barrow has been hailed as wonderful. Now, this will, if the plan go ahead, bring life to the derelict site that it is going to be placed in. This site will support up to 25 young people who have social, emotional, or mental health needs. So this is really great because it means that those that would struggle in a mainstream school can get the specialist help that they need in a better environment for them. Really opening up education to everyone, as it should be. It already is. It is mandatory, but it makes it more accessible for everyone. Don't forget to check the website, our social medias, and hopefully this YouTube video. And if you're listening to this, go check the YouTube video to be able to check out the bakes. They should also be uploaded on the website. Don't forget to vote in the poll. Next week we'll announce the winner. So don't forget to vote in the poll, and next week we'll announce the winner.
Right. Thank you for watching episode 8 of Brightening Barrow, where we aim to brighten Barrow one stream at a time.